A very important question that I have to ask you is, did the shoe fit?
The shoes fit. Hey guys, it's your host Vivian Fabiola here with Sofia Carson. Finally, guys, we've been anticipating your visit to Clevver Studios for so many months, and you're finally premiering a Cinderella story. If the shoe fits, how exciting is this for you?
It's beyond exciting.
She's the one. I found my Cinderella.
Did you watch the original?
I did.
With Hillary, Selena, Lucy, and to be part of Legacy is so crazy, and I'm very happy to share our Cinderella story with all of you guys.
So a lot of fans, I think, are wondering, this is the fourth installment, but what's going to be different from this one, besides the fact that now I can relate because it's a Latina?
Well, this is the first one that's actually a musical.
Okay.
So our director, Michelle Johnston, is an incredible choreographer, and as a dancer and singer myself, we really dove deep into the musical numbers, and the musical numbers are really, really special. I really recommend the soundtrack. It's really special. And also, in our Cinderella story, Tessa, my character, even though in the process she does fall in love with the prince, her happily ever after was never to find love. It was always to pursue her dreams, to be a singer, a performer, and she makes her own happily ever after come true. So it's more a story of girl power.
Thank you. Finally, girl power.
Which I love.
I like spending time with you.
Tessa, she's sweet, but what's the big deal?
When life has you stuck,
it's hard to be Cinderella when I know my Prince Charming is in love with someone else.
It's time to go full throttle.
Now, just like you said, it's right up your alley because it's a musical.
Yes.
How was it shooting it? Tell us a little bit about it.
It was amazing. So Michelle and I, we did about a month of prep leading up to the movie where we were just in a dance studio for hours and hours on end, choreographing the pieces, finding the movements that are really perfect for Tessa. And, you know, I grew up in a dance studio, so it was like my happy place. I loved that. And then kind of seeing them come to life when we were shooting in South Africa, it was so special. Some of my favorite moments from the movie are from the musical numbers.
Tell me about the fashion in the movie.
Well, it was really cool because in her story, as you guys will see when you watch the movie, I kind of play two characters. So Tessa, and then Tessa has to go in disguise in order to audition for the play Cinderella Live. So she becomes a blonde, British, blue-eyed girl.
Okay.
So she goes through this very cool transformation. So the fashion is cool because we have the Tessa side where she's a bit more of a tomboy. She's a mechanic and a dancer, so she has a little bit more of the tomboy side to her. Her hair is almost always off her face.
Sort of take down that boundary of the stereotype because you're a mechanic. Like, I mean, Cinderella's a mechanic.
Totally.
Tell me about it.
She's a mechanic, and she also rides her own motorcycle at the end
What?
of the movie. Yeah. So
did you really get to ride a motorcycle in the movie? No.
I'm gonna pretend like I did. Yeah.
Any motorcycles in your family? Any riders in your family?
You know, no, I don't think so. I've always wanted to though, but I'm so clumsy. I'm gonna stay away from it. Michelle was like, Sophia, you're not riding the motorcycle. But I got to, at one point towards the end of the movie, I was actually on the motorcycle, but someone was pulling it from the front.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I felt really cool nonetheless. And then we have Bella, who's much more like fashionable and like pop star and wears bright colors, and it was very cool to kind of play both girls. And my favorite pieces were definitely the Cinderella moments at the end of the movie.
Okay.
I had like the typical blonde pink dress Cinderella. I was Bella, which was beautiful, and then Tessa had her Cinderella moment in a gorgeous Monique Lullier gown. I really, really loved that I was able to step into Tessa's shoes. You know, as a performer, a singer myself, we share a love of music, a love of being on stage. Tessa loves to just kind of get lost in a song, and I share that same dream. And she follows her dreams. I'm lucky enough to be living my dream, so in that sense, we really connect.
Now, tell me a little bit about the song. I mean, we saw the music video, and we also saw a Latino version with J Balvin.
Yes.
And a lot of our audience may barely be getting to know J Balvin, but he's a huge Colombian celeb, and he recently collaborated with Justin Bieber. How was it working with him on this?
It was awesome. So my debut single, Love Is the Name, has been doing amazing, and we did an alternate version featuring J Balvin, which was very cool because, like you said, the day that we recorded the song, he came from Justin Bieber's studio and left to work with Kanye West. So he's really #1 right now in like the Latin world. So it was very cool to have him on the track.
What are your plans in the music industry? Like, what do you want to accomplish?
Well, Love Is the Name was my very first single, so it's kind of my first step in my musical career. And right now, I'm busy in the studio writing with amazing writers, producers, really finding my sound to release an album next year, and then hopefully to continue. Hopefully go on a world tour, release more music, and I've always admired the careers of like Beyonce, J-Lo, Justin Timberlake, who did it all, who were amazing performers, had amazing music careers, but also had careers in acting, so I would love that.
And in the movie, you have a godmother, but how about in real life? Like, who would your celebrity godmother be?
My fairy god, that's a great question. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Maybe someone with like amazing fashion.
Beyonce, maybe.
Maybe Beyonce, yeah, why not? Why not Queen Bee?
Queen Bee. What is your go-to fashion?
I've always really loved fashion, so I really enjoy dressing up and picking out outfits and putting them together, which is why I love, Evie in Descendants was a fashionista, so I love that about her. When I'm not working, I'm usually in now I tend to be in cool sport outfits. I'll be in leggings, cool tennis shoes, jackets. I really love leather jackets.
Fans want to know Descendants 2. You guys already started shooting, right?
We start shooting very soon.
Oh my God, soon. How excited are you about that?
Beyond. We've been in the studio recording the music, and it's really, really special, and we just can't wait to continue the fairy tale. We're so thankful that the fans loved it and have given us an opportunity to show. I feel like every day people love it more and more, and it's so special to see that and to meet fans and to meet little Evies everywhere, all around the world is really so surreal.
Well, thank you so much, Sophia, and thank you for my signed copy. You guys have to check it out. The DVD is out today, and then if we want to download it, it'll be available on iTunes, right?
Everywhere, and the soundtrack as well.
And thank you so much for my gift. Sophia brought me a very special gift, guys.
A very important question that I have to ask you is, did the shoe fit?
The shoes fit. Thank you so much, Sophia, for hanging out here at Clevver. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. But before you go, click the video to your right for 6 reasons why we love Selena Gomez, or to the left for a recap of 13 Demi Lovato tattoos and their meanings. And then don't forget to subscribe for more interviews like this one.